Many pranams to Sadhguru Atma Malik, and namaste to Pamananji and all the saints and matas of the ashram. And also like to extend heartily best wishes to all the Atma Malik devotees. This is a special occasion, Guru Purnima, and it's a time where I get to acknowledge my teacher, the main guiding force in my life. And I feel so blessed because it has changed my life incredibly. And this remembrance of Atma, I've been devoted to yoga all of my life since a young child, and I'd read about what was possible in yoga and how it could transform my life, and I could actually tap into this greater intelligence, but no one really knew how to show me. I was asking around and I just couldn't find anyone that could show me deeper than the asana. So I packed my bags and I went to India because I'd met Babaji the first time he left India and went to Australia. And I met him, and it was cliched, but it was like love at first sight. He was, I've been fortunate enough to meet many fantastic teachers, but none of them really, it wasn't the one for me. And then when I met Babaji, it was just that love at first sight. And I don't know what it is, it was just something in my heart. And actually, Babaji doesn't really speak any English. And I always kind of joke because he's the most influential person to, like, as far as transformation in my life, but he's never taught me anything. He's hardly said any words in English, which is pretty funny. But he's given me a practice, and this main practice is what's changed everything, because it's got me to recognize the living spirit that I am, that Atma that resides in my heart, and then how to remove the layers of conditioning, the veils in the heart. And as I've been able to do that and remove that out of the way, and my heart has become free, the consciousness has been able to come up into Anjana. And I get to see things as they are. I get to see life clearly. And even when there's difficulties and challenges in my life, I get to move through life with more, ease and grace. And it's a funny story because when I first went to the ashram, I didn't really understand who Babaji was. I mean, I did, but I didn't really get the bigger picture. So we went traveling with him, and he was doing a tour of southern India, and we were stopping at many places, and thousands of people were coming out to see him. This was 20 years ago. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And again, a lot of the talking was Hindi, all the arti and all the prayers, they were new to me, but I could feel the strength and the power in it. And then, one day as we're driving between locations, we had to stop along the way, nature's call. And a few people went off, and then Babaji got out and had a little walk around. And we were on this windy road, and we'd stopped just before a bend. And as we went to leave, Babaji came down from his walk onto the road, and this car came round the corner, this little car, and it stopped in the middle of the road. And these two people jumped out, these two guys, and they prostrated in the middle of the road. And it was like all their Christmases had come at once. I mean, and so I really got to see, wow, this person, so much reverence, so much respect. And of course, that's grown over the years, and I can see, the dedication. What I really admire about Babaji is that he has this power, but he's very humble and lives a very simple life. And I can see this thing about once your Atma, once you clear it, once you reconnect with the Atma, your spirit, then like love and joy and bliss and equanimity, there's a possibility of those things being stable. That I can have that more in my life, if not all of the time, like Babaji. And for sure, over 20 years, I have stabilized those states. And the way that I teach, the way that I bring forward the information to my students is, these blessings from Babaji, because I get to see this bigger picture. So I think having a guru is so important in your life. You need that guiding light, to remove the avidya, to remove the ignorance, bring light into the darkness so we can see clearly, but then we can give, we can be of service and benefit to others, and it's a ripple effect as it goes outwards into the world. So I would like to say my biggest love to Babaji, and Parmanand's been very powerful in my life as well. And I'd like to thank all my teachers, but at the top sits Babaji. But all the teachers that have served me and helped me and guided me through my life, and on this very special day of Guru Purnima, blessings and thank you, Sadhguru. Atma Malik.